This is State of Decay 2. We're here on Xbox Series S where the game is optimized. What are we getting here? We're getting 1080p at 60 FPS with HDR support. So if you're not familiar with State of Decay, this is a franchise where the goal is to essentially do a lot of survival micromanagement. You are trying to keep a group of survivors alive while dealing with the undead as you continue to scavenge resource collect and find ways. Oh, that was loud. Find ways to continue to survive out there in the apocalypse. This is a game you can kind of technically replay multiple times just because you are sort of like upgrading your group over time, if that makes sense. It's a very intriguing sort of experience where you are expanding your territory and influence, trying to keep your materials kind of like collected so that you can continue to upgrade your team. It can also be a very brutal game because if you're not paying attention and you let things get bad, your squad can kind of fall apart really fast, and deaths are a permanent, dark, and dangerous aspect of this experience. So you need to be careful, you need to use some strategy, and you need to go in there with the adrenaline to be able to take out the zombies around you. Now, this is a game that also has multiple areas. I think some of the stuff is DLC, but there's like a survival type mode, there's like a heartland option, and it's not just, you know, special or not just regular infected. There are lots of special infected that you'll have to deal with, lots of dangerous situations you'll find yourself within, challenging locations as well, particularly in regards to some of the more stuffed up or congested locations. Yeah, there's a lot of danger out here as you try to survive, gather resources, and again, expand your influence. There are tons of zombies to deal with. This is a little bit of a calmer spot because I think we're still relatively close to the home base, and there's cool executions, and it does actually look pretty good on the Series S and seems to run decently well. You know, obviously a bit of a resolution drop from what I'm used to, but no, I think this is actually a pretty solid experience, so we're gonna go ahead and drive this back to the homestead so we can show that off. So you build up a home of sorts, like a defensive zone. Oh, is this like a contamination area? That's why there's like a big, yeah, okay. Not gonna deal with that right now. And you can see lots of pop in there with driving. But yeah, you're kind of increasing this house, building things like a clinic and stuff so that it is more safe for you and your group of people that you are trying to take care of and support so that you can continue to thrive and survive and expand your offerings. You can create these outposts in new locations that will allow you to further your goal of survival. There are many places for you to end up going, many things for you to see, and a lot for you to do in this one. And again, a great element of replay as you go through areas multiple times, dealing with the problems that await. And you never know when there might be a problem or two that sprouts up and you have to deal with it. It is actually, again, quite an interesting experience just due to the element of, hey, let's kind of see what we can do and explore and find, while dealing with the element that, hey, you're kind of maybe making a lot of noise that is dangerous to your survival, which is kind of neat because it's like, oh, you know, you break down a door, you make a shelf too loud, zombies start pouring in, and you gotta survive. You can also work with other characters, and a lot of it is actually switching between characters, because you will have a team, right? Like, you've got a squad. You need to gather survivors. The survivors have little backstories and bits of info. And that's a lot of what this one is. It upgrades a lot of the mechanics of, you know, the first game, I think in many ways. Makes it a lot easier to play and enjoy and to scavenge. It's just like a really neat, nice upgrade over that. you know, kind of original version, and I quite enjoyed this one. I actually thought it was pretty good. It wasn't necessarily perfect at launch, but it was nice that we got this sort of next-gen improvement for it, just to bump it up a little bit when it comes to the quality, you know, just the frame rate and everything like that. I think that helps a lot for this game performance-wise. It's just like, it feels a lot better to play, which I think is fantastic. And again, what you do in this game does kind of matter. You need to keep that health up. You need to keep yourself, you know, not tired. You need to keep yourself not weighted down. Things can go very bad very, very quickly for your squad. I think I'm going to hold on to... Can I don't want to equip that. Can I actually equip that as a secondary?
No room.
What is my no room thing? Emery boards. Parts. Do I need parts? Case of chemicals. A bandage. Each is one survivor.
Yeah, no, that's not a
Yeah,
thing.
that's not gonna help.
That's all I got.
There we go. So you actually gotta, like, manage guns and ammunition. And that's the danger of it, it's just trying to, like,
Nothing more to kill here.
find stuff, discover things, determine if areas are safe. It's just like a really, really neat survival game. It truly is quite interesting. I think it's got a lot of fun challenge to it. I think there are many things that you can come across too as you are trying to survive. And that to me is just really, really intriguing. Is the survival elements being like, okay, you know, how am I going to tackle this scenario? If I make the wrong move, what's going to happen? Am I going to survive? Is everything going to fall apart? Is this going to cause issues for the rest of my team? You know, there's a lot actually going on here that you have to make decisions about. And that is a big part of it. And there's like a skill system. It's just like a really, really well done experience. And again, like firearms, I have like a big gun. But the gun isn't necessarily the best way to handle what we're doing. You have to make smart decisions in so many circumstances. Otherwise, you're gonna start losing people. And it's a management game, like I said, managing stats, managing survivors, managing resources, not being too aggressive, not taking too many chances, you know, kind of being like careful not to destroy your vehicle by running over every zombie you see, even though it's cool. There's just a lot to this experience, and it's one you can spend so many hours playing. Like, I always kind of get shocked when I look at how much time I've actually kind of invested in this one, and I don't even think that's close necessarily to the value that a lot of others get out of this one. You know, replaying things multiple times. Oh, looks like there's a feral around here. That's not good. Yeah, sometimes these special infected are, like, real problems. Oh, that thing is still alive. Because these special infected can get into places you don't want them to be in. And that can be an extreme issue for all of you. Yeah, don't want to deal with that sort of thing, and we don't want it being around where our stuff is. And I hope I'm kind of conveying this right, that there really legitimately is a sense of danger out here. Like, everything can go wrong so fast. And you can lose stuff that you've set up. Actually, is this a road up here, or am I... I'm not thinking this right, because my territory is up there. I'm just trying to think how I usually drive up to the spot. I don't really want to damage this too much. I don't want it to get stuck. Like, I'm gonna get it stuck. This was bad. Nope, okay, we're good. We're good. And again, I think on the Series S it doesn't look too bad. The biggest thing is actually having a nice frame rate on this one, because that's the big upgrade we're getting here. You know, I think there's like slight other improvements to the experience as well, but it seems to me mostly to be about having that extra frame rate, which is nice. And now that we're home, we can bring off some resources. Survivor has blood plague. What a shocker.
I have an idea that might be useful. This place was nice for a while, but I really think we could do better living somewhere else.
Oh, do ya? You think we can find a better spot? Huh. Shocker. I'm actually quite happy with the healthy setup we have for this area. I think that's also why I don't take too many guns, because again, you can like lose guns. And as you can see, I've got like a lot of resources here. And we have actually improved this place quite a bit, and there is a day-night cycle, so that is a part of it. I think we're actually going to walk down here. But you can see how we've built up like a medical location. We have improved it to a degree. We have upgraded things. You still need supplies and stuff too, and you gotta get like modifications available. And that's like a big part of it, is again, like I mentioned many times, the management aspect, keeping your people healthy, keeping them going, finding the supplies that can keep your team alive, which is nice. And you don't want your character getting too sick. View treatment options.
Hey, you.
And see, we've all got like different personalities, and they're all different characters, and that in itself can actually cause a lot of problems. Is that, you know, some characters can cause issues within your group, and that's no fun at all. Friendly broadcast. See, just like you got so many like mods and enhancements that you can use on your buildings and then your outposts on the land as you kind of increase your influence. You can see we've got all these different territories. And then we've got these plague hearts, which are the worst to deal with. And there's like huge enclave hordes. And there's friendly locations and friendly people you can meet. And then you could kind of pack it all up and move to like a new community if you want to start over again. The choice is up to you. I think I've kind of worked to get this area. And I'm sort of just like almost coasting. And then coming back to this every now and then and showing it off, or maybe playing a little bit more of it to progress. I mean, I'm mostly at the stage, again, where I'm very comfortable with what I've set up, and I'm just here to gather resources. I'm just here to improve my vehicles. I'm just here to gather more so that my team can keep doing well. You know, and stuff like that. That's generally the goal here, is the survival element of making things a little bit safer for the community, improving what I have to offer. A screamer? Really? This place? They always, like, come right to this area. Like, you would think that we have this area kind of, like,
Surprise.
you know, nestled down and all close. I don't feel like we need to take it, though. Site not secure. I'm pretty sure we have taken this place so many times now.
Oh, this again. Fabulous.
Maybe it has something to do with updates, because they've got like all these outfits. I don't remember the outfits being a big thing. I might just be forgetting about it, but like, yeah, it's a search and finding kind of game. And some aspects might seem a little repetitive to some, perhaps, but for me, it's actually just like a really neat zombie game that you just keep coming back to and doing and finding different things at each time you go to play it to kind of boost up your stuff. And you can really get all nestled with a good community. You know, you can really find a safe spot, build up your squad, feel tough, but then at a moment's notice, you know, you get a little too confident, and all of a sudden your character's dead and you're dealing with all these problems. And you're attracting zombies, and nobody wants to do that. And yeah, you could have certain slots, and then you use your influence for that kind of stuff. Your influence can also buy you a lot of other things in this world, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's kind of true at any point, right? The influence you have kind of allows you to get access to things. But yeah, that definitely does ring true here. You're just kind of using your influence to gather like supplies or maybe buying things. Keeping in mind, you know, there's trading in this too, right? Like there's those enclaves I showed earlier, where you can trade with those groups and you can,
Why is it always so hard to clear out one damn spot?
you know, you can trade with those groups. You can improve your influence, get new things, new toys, new materials, and that can help quite a bit. Because it's a dangerous world out here, let's be real. You know, even this close to home, zombies come in, they ruin everything. I swear every time I go to play this game, I have to like redo this area almost. It's strange.
Well, I could have been louder. Already got all I can handle.
Ugh. I feel like that would be helpful, some extra like shotgun slugs, but eh. Oh.
No place to put that.
Jeez, we've got too much in our inventory, which I don't like. Oh, you guys aren't looking too good. Some of you looking tired. See, there's my outpost area. Difficulty settings. Trying to change, yeah, my inventory. Wait, use this and actually learn a skill? No, I'm at the maximum. Oh, yeah. A Molotov. I feel like 5 crafting parts are less helpful in comparison to a blood sample. Just saying. So let's bring this all back to base because we need to drop this stuff off because it could be helpful here. And yeah, I don't love traveling at night. There's a lot of danger. Yes, thanks for using the stealth. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. This guy on my team was not very bright and decided to shoot and bring all of the zombies here in one spot. So nice work there, Nando. Appreciate that, man. That was a real smart strategy when I wanted to come in with a little bit of stealth going on there, but you thought, hey, you know what? We'll just shoot all of these guys.
Come on, people, let's fight. As if we have a choice.
Let's fight what? I don't want to deal with this whole home threat thing. I'm just trying to bring back some supplies. Painkillers. Might need that in a sec, but we'll throw all this other stuff in here. A plague sample. I think that allows us to like kind of craft something that might kind of help with this blood plague thing.
Take care. Seriously.
Treat plague and infection. There you go. Guys, don't waste your ammo and shoot and bring in more zombies. What are you doing, lady? You are like literally asking to bring in the zombie horde to our home. See, like I got like a full community going on. Nando, you look tired. You can see I got a tough team.
Shit, I'm getting worried we're not gonna make it.
We got a tough squad. We've got good like building things. I'm hoping that for a follow-up in the future for State of Decay 3 when that comes out, because we know it's coming. I'm really hoping that with that one we see a true expansion to the systems around like house management and stuff. I'm truly hoping for a good chunky increase and upkeep and huge advantage to like building a fortress would be really cool, like something that we could really sink our teeth into gameplay wise in regards to like content management, building management stuff. Like I'm talking way more in-depth systems for kind of like construction and what you can build and society and stuff. I'm hoping that's kind of the evolution of this game and this franchise, because there's so much potential for them to do great things with this series. Like, they really do have something, I think, special here with this franchise. I think State of Decay is a very good addition and offering within the Xbox lineup, and something that might, with the right amount of budget and push behind it, put together a really stunning and stellar sort of exclusive offering.